G'day YouTube, this is part 2 of the how to build a computer tutorial. This video here shows how to install the CPU, the RAM and the CPU cooler. It's a bit dodgy to do it with one hand with the Xigmatech Red Scorpion, so I'll do the stock one, just a lot easier to show, same principles basically. But first things first is to install the CPU. Now all you'll do with the AMD is there's a little lever here, just lift that all the way up. You get your CPU. Don't touch these pins on the bottom because it may not work after all. You line up, if it wants to focus, that little arrow there, the gold arrow on the CPU, line that up with the triangle there, if it wants to, there we go, the little triangle there on the CPU socket. Sit it in, don't force it in, it'll only go in one way, so it's in like that. Just pull the lever down and in, and that's your CPU installed. Now for the RAM, just pull these clips back, then you grab, this one's DDR3 RAM, the notch is moved more from the middle compared to DDR2. To install the RAM, what you do is line up that notch, the notch on the motherboard, put it in the slots, apply even pressure and push down until the clips come up, and that's your RAM installed. You've got to make sure they clip, otherwise you're going to have to do it again and reset it. This one doesn't go in. Clip, it's in. Now for the CPU cooler, this one already comes with thermal paste installed. I've got some here. I wasn't planning on using this CPU cooler, but it's just a lot easier with one hand. So basically with that, the thermal compound, all you do is put a dab in the middle, like a tiny dab about the size of half a pea in the middle of the CPU, and that's basically how you do it. Now to do the CPU cooler, this just goes over that little latch there, goes like that, move, first things first is just get it straight, something like that, same with the other side. Never liked AMD for this, I always liked the Intel push pin. It was a better thought out design. There we go, that sits in there now. Just goes over the latch there. And once they're both over, you just turn this handle, and that's CPU cooler installed. That's it for this video. There's your 4-pin plug, or depending on what, if you've got an aftermarket cooler, it could be a 3-pin or a 4-pin plug. All that does is you locate the CPU fan header on the motherboard. Comes to focus. There. Just wrap this cable around. It goes. Go in. There we go. It's in like that. So that's done. Next video will show how to install the motherboard into the case.